welcome back to the channel. This is Learn English Beyond Words. I'm John, and I'm really glad you're here. Here, we focus on simple, natural English, not classroom English, but the English people use every day in real conversations.
Hi everyone, I'm Carol. It's so nice to see familiar faces again, and if you're new here, welcome. Make yourself comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's enjoy learning English together, one step at a time.
Well said, Carol. And speaking of real English, today we're exploring the dark side of vacations. Because, let's be honest, travel isn't always perfect postcards and sunshine.
Oh, definitely not. In fact, I'll tell you this. I never thought I would end up standing in a cold, rainy street in London at 4 a.m. wearing nothing but my pajamas.
In your pajamas? In public? How on earth did that happen?
I'll tell you the whole story in just a moment. But first, let's look at 4 keywords that will help our listeners follow the chaos.
Good idea. First up, livid. It's a strong adjective that means you are beyond angry. You are absolutely furious.
Next is abrupt, like a person who is very short, sudden, and maybe a little bit rude in the way they speak.
Then we have a lost cause. This is an idiom we use for a hopeless situation, when there is no point in trying anymore.
And finally, the kicker. This is the final surprising detail that makes a bad story even more shocking or funny. So, it all started at Heathrow Airport. I had been traveling for over 20 hours from Australia, John. I was exhausted, I was hungry, and I just wanted a hot shower.
20 hours? The jet lag must have been brutal. I can't even imagine.
It was, but the real trouble started at the baggage carousel. I stood there, watching the bags go around, and slowly, one by one, people left, until I was the only person left in the entire hall. Just me and a lonely, broken stroller that definitely wasn't mine.
Oh no, that sinking feeling in your stomach. Did you go to the service desk?
I did, but the man working there was so abrupt. He didn't even say hello or look at my passport. He just pointed to a massive pile of paperwork and said, "Fill it out, next."
No way. No empathy at all? I think I would have been livid.
Oh, I was. My face was turning red. But I realized that arguing with him was a lost cause. He didn't care. So I left the airport with nothing but my small handbag. John, I didn't even have a coat, and it was 5 degrees outside.
Let's pause for a second. Carol used a great structure there. I had been traveling for 20 hours. That's the past perfect continuous. We use it to emphasize the duration of an action that happened before the main disaster.
Exactly. It shows how tired I was before I even lost my bags. And before I tell you about the hostel, if you want to keep learning this real English with us, please like this video and subscribe to Learn English Beyond Words. It really helps our community grow.
It really does. Now, back to the story. You're in London, freezing, with no suitcase. Where did you stay?
I found a cheap hostel online. The website said it was a cozy, vintage room in the heart of the city. But when I arrived, well, the vintage smell was actually just old socks and mold.
Expectation versus reality. That is a classic travel trap.
I was sharing a room with 6 strangers. One guy decided to eat a very smelly tuna salad in his bed at 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep at all. But believe it or not, that wasn't even the worst part.
Don't tell me. Is it time for the kicker?
Here is the kicker, John. I finally managed to fall asleep around 3 a.m. But at 4 a.m., the fire alarm went off. It was a false alarm, but the staff forced everyone to evacuate. So there I was, standing in the rain on a London sidewalk, wearing my thin pajamas.
Carol, I am so sorry. but that is the definition of a travel nightmare. You really went through it. Okay, listeners, time to see if you were paying attention. Here is our final challenge.
Question 1. Why was I the last one standing at the baggage carousel? A. I was waiting for a friend. B. My suitcase never arrived. C. I was too tired to walk. D. I was looking for a stroller.
The answer is B. Her luggage was in another country. Question 2. How did the man at the airport desk act when Carol asked for help? A. He was very abrupt and rude. B. He was kind and helpful. C. He gave her a free hotel. D. He spoke very slowly.
It's A. He didn't have any time for me. Question 3. Why did I use the past perfect continuous, I had been traveling, at the start? A. To talk about my future plans. B. To describe an action happening right now. C. To emphasize how long I was traveling before the bags were lost. D. To ask John for help.
The answer is C. Duration is the key. Question 4. According to the story, why was Carol in the street at 4 a.m.? A. She wanted to buy a coat. B. She was looking for a new hostel. C. A fire alarm went off. D. She was hungry for tuna.
The answer is C, the kicker of the whole story.
Well, we hope you learned some great B1 and B2 vocabulary today. And hopefully, your next trip is better than Carol's.
I hope so too. Thanks for practicing with us today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Learn English Beyond Words.
Keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone!